Hey guys, this is JToH. Welcome back to Jupiter's Towers of Heck. I got to change the name of the game. I might still call it Jupiter's House of Hell. I'm not sure. Anyways, today I'm doing Tower of Killjoys. Some people say it's harder than Tower of Hecc. Well, if you can walk around the way of your coincident objects, then it's fine. So, you're finally out the beginner towers. Congratulations. And now you're onto your fourth tower before you reach ring 2. Okay, so don't get too excited. And why is my game lagging? Oh my god, so laggy. Okay, anyways, so Tower of Killjoys is a very big step up from Tower of Madness. Tower of Madness, easy stuff, medium, high. I cleared it in only 20 minutes. Now Tower of Killjoys, this will probably take 20 hours. If you don't have a guide, of course. If you have a guide, it's probably a lot faster. Because some things are a bit confusing because in the first half there's a lot of client-sided objects, like I think turrets and balloons and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyways, now begin your journey in Tower of Killjoy. So firstly, just jump on this ladder and do like a jump round, like a 6-star jump round or something. I'm quite sure it's possible to jump from here to there, but it's a bit tricky. Like again, it's something to do with the Roblox physics. And yeah, so you do these spinners, easy stuff. And here's a little bit of a puzzle. Okay, when you move this X block there, everything there becomes non-solid. You have to push this back and stay on the platform here, so that when the X pushing platform moves there, all this non-solid stuff becomes solid. So yeah, my explanation was not very good there, but I think you should be able to understand it. Well, after that, just go on this spinner and jump on this ladder, which is sort of a tricky jump. Oops, I messed it up. Also, do this jump around from the right, because if you do it from the left, you'll bump your head, which is something that may catch you out on the first time you do it, but you know, yeah. So I'm just gonna do this puzzle again so that you can like see it again and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, something I have to note again that the first 5 floors are much harder than the last 5 floors. So yeah. Okay, so once you go on the ladder, a bit of a hard jump. Just jump to the top of these platforms. Don't jump from here. Like jump from the non-elevated part, and you'll make the jump like much more easily. I mean, so yeah. Well, so after you do those simple cubic jumps, you get to the second floor, and turrets, they're gonna kill me. No, they do the same damage as one normal kill brick, so you can just walk and stuff. Oh my god, I nearly failed that. So this 1-star tie rope, not too bad. You can skip some of this, like what I just did by jumping. There are no like invisible walls and such. If not, this will be kind of a troll tower. So yeah, you're supposed to jump off of the ladder. You're not supposed to like somehow get on the top of there, So there's 2 ways to do it. I recommend doing the first one if you're kind of good at this. I mean, so what you do is that you wrap around and get on the ladder like that. I mean, it's not really a wrap around. You can kind of do it semi-wrap around-ish, if you know what I mean. But yeah, jump on these 1-stars. They are semi-invisible, so they're a bit hard to see, but it shouldn't be that hard if you know what you're doing. So this is a puzzle. This is a non-solid block. But if you move over here, it becomes solid. I don't actually know why. Oops, I messed it up. But yeah, you get what I mean. It's basically kind of a confusing thing. Like I said, it's like that's I think it's an invisible button. So that's a bit confusing if you don't have a guide, and I keep failing this. I'm terrible. Gee, this is even I'm failing this because I'm terrible. But yeah. Okay. So yeah, oh, there's a 2-star wrap around here. It's actually 3 if this thing is solid. So it's a bit hard. Okay, this is not a tightrope. This is non-solid. You can still walk on them. No problem. You'll just kind of be confused. Like, look at this. Like, yeah. I mean, like, I think half of it's solid. So this, you know, you can do it from any side if you want. Even though there's like a ceiling there, you won't bump your head on it. So here, you should like go backwards in mid-air because you can actually bounce off of this ladder because of the physics and like fall. I mean, well, you probably won't fall unless you like get confused and like move your character suddenly or something. But yeah, so yeah, it's a bit of a long jump here. No problem though. It's just a long jump. So climb up this ladder again. Not too hard stuff, and you know, not simple kill bit jumps. But here's a bit of a bad thing. You must do a 3-star wrap round to a ladder when at a kill bit floor there, which is actually probably quite a hard jump. But yeah. So one trick here is that you're supposed to bust through the wall. You see that X pushing platform, whatever you call it. I'll just call it an X pushing platform, because yeah. There's a turret here again. Doesn't do too much damage to you, but you know, it's kind of weird. You know, if it just shoots like 100 times, you'll die. But I mean, it won't hit you 100 times. So here's the tower crossing part. I mean, technically not even the tower crossing part, but you're supposed to do not even a tower. But the thing is that there's a timer at the beginning, which means you have to get through this door by 20 seconds, which shouldn't be too hard. So this is kind of like a guide inside a guide this is not even a tower guide as well. So one thing to note there is that you can wall hop on that and wall hop around this wall and actually skip some obstacles. So yeah, that's cool. Oh, there's a 1-star platform here, which is hard. You don't need to jump on that last one. You can just go directly on it. Now, it is 1-star ladder, easy, and this is a bit of a long jump. I think it's 11-star, but yeah, it's not too hard. So now this is the hard part, but that's a safety net, so don't worry. This race wraparound, it's a 1-star wraparound race by 5 stats, I think, so it's a bit hard, but you shouldn't fail it, okay, if you're good at wraparounds. So do like jump rounds now. This is not wrap rounds anymore. These are jump rounds. These are like 6-star jump rounds, and I think jump rounds are easier than wrap rounds, so you shouldn't have a problem with this. Now jump on this. That's 1 star. Don't worry, there was only 1 star, so yeah, you shouldn't have much problems on this. So yeah, if it's less than 1 star, you'll have problems, so because of the physics, how the physics works. Now. This is a tightrope. I think I don't know whether I've seen this before. I don't know. I forgot about the guides. Okay. Well, the technique you're supposed to do is that go to first person mode, and you see your cursor in the center. Align it with the tightrope. If you do it any other way, your physics will like make you fall off because of how it works. It's very weird. Now. This part is also quite confusing sometimes. Now, one thing is that if you touch the red stuff, you won't actually fail. It's just if the box touches the red stuff, you'll fail. And yeah, and this is the spawn button. If you fail, you can spawn it back. And the goal is to move this box all the way there. You can skip this entire part by like just moving the box over this 3-star gap, but sometimes it doesn't work, so I wouldn't recommend it. So yeah. Anyways, the thing is that just don't get the box. Just don't make it touch the red things. You have to reset this parts if you fail. So after you've done it, do those in-out jumps. There's a safety net, so don't worry. Do 1-star rounds. Oh, what the heck? It froze. Like, I mean, the computer kind of froze for a minute. I mean, not a minute, for a second there. Yeah. So you're supposed to get that key and unlock this door. After that, this is a bit of a hard part, but since it's a safety net, as long as you're kind of aligned to the platform, you shouldn't have any problem. It just in-out jumps with 1-star platforms, which is a bit harder than what you're used to. But keep in mind that this is a orange or hard difficulty tower, so you'll have a little bit of problems on this if this is your first time playing. Unless you're extremely good at this, you will have at least some sort of problems with this. So anyways, it's supposed to get 20 lockpicks. That lockpick at the start counts as 1, so yeah. So that lockpick 2 is easy, just go on this. Lockpick 3, you're supposed to jump from that to this. So anyway, lockpick 4 is also quite easy. So yeah, a lot of these lockpicks are easy. Lockpick 5, you have to go on this semi-invisible one-step platform. If your vision is at least sort of okay, I think you'll be able to see. Now lockpick number 6, you're supposed to push this X platform out, and there's another invisible platform. Like there's so many invisible platforms on this. I mean invisible button, and yeah, you get 6 there. You can get another lockpick like through this thing. Like if I shift lock this, there's a lockpick there, but you know, you don't really need to do that. Oh, okay, this part's a bit hard because it's like semi-invisible again. But it's a two-start wrap round, so you will have problems on this. Now this is a rhythm platform. You don't see this in Tower of Hecc Simple Child, which is why, I think you may have to go to top another beginning in Zone 1 in World 2 before you do this tower. I'm not sure though, but I'll just basically tell you what they are. So they pop up every few seconds or so, and those tell you where the platforms are. So when the platforms disappear doesn't mean you just fall off. That will make this an obstacle impossible. When it pops up, it's basically telling you where the platforms are. But the hard part is not that, it's that. There's an outside section, so if you fall, you have to restart, unless you can corner glitch back in, which is possible. It's not impossible. So now here's the hardest part of this lockpicking section. You're supposed to do a 5-step jump around onto that 1-step wide platform. And also note that even the wall of that jump round is actually a rhythm platform, so you have problems definitely. So try and do this jump around when the platform it shows you, so that yeah. And yeah, this is hard. Like you just see that I'm so close to the edge of the platform. Okay, anyways, I've got 10 out of 20 lockpicks now, so yeah. So 11 lockpick is supposed to do a 1-step stick out round, which isn't that hard. You see 2-step. You see a 2-step stick out in top keyboard eating. So, woo! So be thankful for now, okay? But that 5-step jump round is definitely something hard. Now 12. You just do another 1-step stick out, but it's inside this time. So if you fall, you have a chance of catching yourself onto that if you can react fast. So 13 and 14 are extremely easy. Take note that you can't go to this place if you do that outside section first, so you can't prolong your fear, or something, So yeah. So this is a 1-step tightrope. I mean, not really a tightrope, it's just a bridge sort of. It is actually really easy, this part, so yeah, just pick up the lockpick. This is no traps, just 1 start. If it's half a start, that would make it a lot harder, but still, even half a start is not that hard. If you use that method for the tightrope, the first person thing I was talking about, yeah. So there's one lockpick outside here. And if you fall, you can catch yourself on that if you can, unless you do it badly. So this is a bit confusing. It's just a bridge. It's just kind of a bridge sort of thingy that you can see through. So it's a transparent bridge. It's a bit confusing, so I was confused as well. This tower is basically kind of made to tell you that you should go to Tower of Hecc simple trials and stuff before you do anything else. So once you get this lockpick, that thing's blocked. And if you got every single lockpick after this point, you can just go down here. You break the key, and it makes a sound. And you have to go on this part, which is difficult. It's sort of a maze, so yeah. Do what I'm doing right now. If you you can decrease your hitbox or your character by using helicopter powers, but I mean doesn't really matter. So yeah, this part is sort of hard, which is why there is a safety net. This part, the start, is the hardest because you basically bump your head and stuff like that. So you see my character squeezing and stuff like that. But yeah, once you've cleared that first part, the rest should be easy. By the way, if you're shifter, you can kind of see through the wall, so that's kind of something you need to keep keep in your mind, because that's a very squeezy part. You definitely see through some walls. So a 2-star wraparound, no problem for you if you did like all the 5-star jump rounds and stuff. And this is a tricky part. If you do the jump round from the right, you'll bump your head and fall. Most of the time I fall to there, but you can fall to the start if you like aren't prepared. So you're supposed to jump around from the left, but it still isn't that hard. Do this 4-star jump round, shouldn't be that hard. You can actually, for fun, wall hop this because it's 2 different walls if you want to, but I mean that's not the point. You're not supposed to do that. It doesn't even have a skip or anything, so why would you want to do that? And now you're on the 4th floor, I think. So cool. We have passed more than half of this hard session. This staircase is 1-star wide, but there's a fun thing. If you just keep spam jumping, you like move until here. So this is a trap. You're not supposed to go here. You're supposed to do it and not jump and get on the top part. So here's another yellow. I mean, here's the same thing that you saw there with that blue box, but it's harder. So you got the red things again. They don't hurt you, of course. They only make the box despawn. But now these shoving platforms, they don't. You're not immune to those shoving platforms, okay? They will push not only your box but you as well. So if you are unlucky enough to be in the path of one of these shoving platforms, well, I don't know where it could go. There? Well, it depends on which shoving platform you're actually going on, But yeah. Anyways, try and time it well, since this part's actually not that hard. You can do that if you want to. Okay, so this. Oh, I messed it up. That sucks. Oh my god. Shh. That could have been kind of bad, to be honest, with you. But yeah, you get what I mean. Also, this guy has already been 17, 18 minutes, and I'm not even halfway done to the tower, so this is gonna be a long one. I'm gonna predict 30 minutes because the first half obviously takes a much longer time than the second half. So yeah. So once you've done that, you shouldn't be too hard. You now have a balloon, which if you haven't played Tower of Hecc Simple Trials, I mean you definitely should. It's an easy tower completion for you. You'll know these, but there is one important thing you need to keep out, okay? These red metals thingies, they will make your balloon stuck on them. So try and go towards that place before your balloon touches any of that. So yeah, just quickly navigate. By the way, your wire doesn't get stuck on the red metal, so no problem with that. Wait, also I think not the red metals. They get stuck on the death blocks, not the red metal. I'm stupid, okay, but I guess the red metal is meant to block you or be a trap because they're not solid. Also, look at this. This actually is something you don't see in Tower of Hecc Trials. This is in Tower of Hecc Begins. It's kind of an elevator block thing. Once you go on it, it will make you go over to this part, and this is the 5th floor now. This is not tower crossing, okay? I know there's 2 different towers. At first I thought this was the tower crossing part, since there's 2 different towers, but it's actually a steeple, so it's not a tower, whatever, So yeah. Well, anyway, there's a big spinner there. If your server's lagging like me, I don't know why my server's always lagging, then sure, no problemo. You can just do this, This part's kind of a safe place if you fall, oopsie doopsie. Wait, I won't do it yet because I actually want to kind of like do this first before I fail on purpose. So you're supposed to get this button. This finish shouldn't really affect you, okay? For yourself, like it's not, try to like find a break point to heal and stuff like that. So if you're like, oopsie doopsie, I fell off. It'll teleport you back there. Your buttons won't reset, so it's cool. See, your buttons didn't reset. So what you're supposed to go after you get the button is that now that the ladders are activated, you have to climb on that, and I'll show you where you're supposed to go. You're now able to get on that ladder, which basically means that you're clear of that part. Now you're supposed to get on this ladder. It's slanted, but you can still climb it. It's okay. As long as it isn't like a lot of degrees, then you're fine. So I think the intended way you're supposed to do is do all these one-star rep rounds. Go on that ladder and try and jump to that platform. But you cannot do that. Just do this jump. It's simple actually. If you fail, of course, you just get teleported back. Now, one-star rep round on the slanted platform shouldn't be too hard if you made it this far, okay? So, yeah. Okay, so now you're at the descending part of the tower, which is much easier because there are checkpoints. If you fall, you just get teleported back to wherever the last checkpoint is. So, they do in and out jumps, one stat. Now, there's half stats here, but not again, but these are supposed to be hard, but you can just hug the wall, so not that hard. Now, this is a speed pad. You have probably seen this in the simple trials. Again, client-sided objects, man. And yeah, so now it's kind of a confusing part. Where do I go? Okay, so you go on the edge of the tower. Like, this is like the first time I've ever seen that. You're supposed to go on the edge of the tower to like actually advance and stuff. Thing is that if you fall off here, like you will go too far on accident. Oops, then you're teleported back there. But then the button doesn't get deactivated, But it's sad because you have to like redo like 3 minutes. But shouldn't be that bad anyways. So try not to touch those cubics. Again, they don't do a lot of damage to you, but at least try and avoid them. Now, that cubic is solid, so if you're not doing this really well, you can get pushed off by it and fall all the way down there. And you have to try and corner glitch or something, do whatever. Anyways, yeah. Now you have to fall down here. Do this one-star tightrope. This used to be half a star, I think, but they made it easier. So it's not half a star anymore. It's 1 star. It's easy. But one thing is that it's you can jump because there's a ceiling of cubics right there. For some reason, when I jump, it's not damaging me. Like, look, this is not damaging me. But whatever. It's still solid. So even if it doesn't do damage, it still doesn't mean you can jump. Now, jump here. It's a bit of a long jump. Do it in that jump. If you fail, of course, all of these death blocks, checkpoints. So, yeah. Now, do this seemingly very long wrap round. Nope, just kidding. There is no way you can do a 7. There's no way you can do a 16-star wrap round. So, you have to go on that platform, which is not really a wrap round, but sort of, again, like, sort of a wrap round. Not really. Now these parts really simple, but you have to jump on these cubics. So no, that's what happens when you fail. You get teleported all the way back here. It isn't that bad. Keep in mind, it teleports you to whatever section. I think I'm not sure about all the sections, but it's simple and stuff like that. Okay. I really need to get back quickly, if not, my viewers will get bored. Jeez, if you like fail there, you get teleported far back. I mean, not that far, but far compared to the rest of the course. So yeah, so go around that. Okay, don't try and do funny stuff like what I did. Don't go this way. That part is just a dead end. Now, I think this is a checkpoint. So if you fail, yeah, it's a ladder, so it's not really an automated checkpoint. Yeah, another speed pad. So yeah, it's very simple part. But now I think this is another checkpoint. Do the 3-star rep round. nothing that hard, but this is a tricky one because it consists of like hard jumps and stick outs. There's a one that stick out by jump round thing, a very weird obstacle. Now you can go on this one. I mean, you have to get the 3 buttons, so no choice on that. This jump to that jump, I think it's either really hard or impossible because yeah. So this part's a hard part, but be thankful that when you fail, the buttons don't get deactivated. So one thing that this is a bit less than 1 star, but it's not like around 0.8 stars or something and below that. It's hard. It's usually I don't know. No, I don't really know what I'm saying, but it's hard to stay on it without roller speed pushing you off or making you sink into the platform. So this is a hard jump. This is probably the hardest jump in the whole floor, but it's not the hardest jump in the whole tower because of the fact that there's a checkpoint. So if you fall, you get teleported back to like the start of this phase, and your buttons don't even get deactivated. So try and jump from the real end, do it sideways, and yeah. By the way, 3 buttons are needed. If you didn't press those 3 buttons, you wouldn't be able to go through there. So this is a 1-star hit hitter wrap round, but I mean it's still easy because yeah, there's a 3-star sort of jump round. And no, it's not really a jump round, it's a wrap round, but you get what I mean. You fail that jump, that's kind of sad. So you kind of like fall one whole floor there. Don't know what's the deal with that. You can see the wind pad there, but don't be too happy because you're not even at the end. You're not even close to the end yet. And I just fell down here on accident. So yeah, it's another checkpoint. If you fall there, there's a ladder, stuff. But what's really sad is that if you like fail the final jumps to the wind pad, you have to like restart from this floor. I mean, isn't that much progress that you lost, It is just kind of, a setback by like 5 minutes, but yeah. Anyways, this platform 1 star, but I mean, if you've already done those 1 star stuff in floor 2, then shouldn't have any problem with that. So you need to press this green button to pass this because you can't do a 5-star or something stick out, whatever that is. And yeah. So tightrope here, you don't even need to do the method I did. This tightrope is thick enough so that you can basically just do it however you want, and most of the time you won't fail it. So that's a 3-star up from there, but if you've done everything up to this point, you should have no problem on this, so good for you. So now, third one of these obstacles, but this time there's none of those red stuff, so the only thing is to, okay, that can happen sometimes, but the only thing is that you need to navigate through this kind of bridge, but the bridge is 5 steps wide, and you're supposed to push this 4-step box, so you have a 1-step allowance. So yeah, this part's kind of weird because sometimes the box can like make you like flip over and get confused and stuff because it's a 1-step gap. I'm quite sure that's intentional, but normally I don't think anything should happen. Your box should go through that 1-step gap properly, but you don't know what happens, so who knows. And if your box falls off this bridge, you have to restart that. Whoa, yeah, you have to restart because there's no way of getting the box back up again. And that's the spawn button, so yeah, you can either just jump off and walk there, like what I'm doing right now, or just try and use that platform and jump, but no, it makes no difference kind of. Now this I think we're at the last floor now. Basically it's just jump on the spinner. If you saw lagging, all the yada yada yada, these killjoys don't do that much damage. This is kind of a far jump, but nothing too bad. Now you're at the bottom of the tower. Whoa, don't be too happy though, because there's still lots more to go because you saw the wind pads, not at the direct bottom of the tower. So one thing here is that you definitely need to stop and heal if your tower's not, if your server not laggy, okay? But most of the servers are laggy nowadays, so you should be fine at this point. No healing required. So you know, there's that two-star tightrope and stuff like that. You have to jump off the ladder, I think, on that one. So yeah. Anyways, climb on this platform. If you do it sideways, you'll probably fall off because that's a bit of a high jump. Anyway, this part's really simple. I think there will be traps on this, okay? But for some reason, this tower doesn't really have a lot of traps. Now, this is a one-star bricks, but you can hug the wall, you know, if you're kind of bad on those. So now jump on these ladders. You can jump on these ladders like diagonally. I mean, you can climb on these diagonally. So like, don't try and position yourself too much. There's a little bit of far jumps here. So for the ladders, try and jump on the end. Like if your character is here, like just jump like whoop, like from here, like all the way here. So yeah. Anyways, do sideways jump because it's not a high jump. It's actually a jump that goes lower but it's far. So yeah. Do a two-star wraparound. Obviously, again, not too hard for you at this point. More very simple things and a ladder. I did it with shift lock, but normally you would do this like you just you know like how I did it there. So jump on these killer breaks. Don't get too confused. You know, like whoa, I'm seeing this part again, and yeah. So these are very simple. It's kind of giving you a break, you know, like yeah, you've gotten this far. Good job. And yeah, no traps at all here. It is a one-star space, but it shouldn't be too hard. If you go too far and fall off, that's sad. You have to redo all the stuff, you know, from this floor. So yeah, you have to do like the spinner and the healing part and stuff. Yeah. Two-star wrap around here. I nearly fell there because I jumped a bit too late, but yeah. Anyways, here would be a perfect place for some traps, but this tower's not a stupid weirdo who is very rude and mean. So no traps here. You can basically contemplate the meaning of your life if it took hours and hours and hours to get here. Other than that, you've finished with Tower of Killjoys. That's it. If you have done all the towers in my guide so far, 3 plus 1 is 4. You can go to ring 2 whenever you want to. Now you have gotten past the stage of being a total noob. Now you're an average player. I mean, I don't think most players can finish towers more than around medium or hard. So I guess if you finish Tower of Killjoys, you're a good player. Anyways, now let's win and we get a decisive victory. Anyways, yep. That's good. Anyways, everybody, they keep bugging me on why I'm doing the tower. What? This guy asked me what tower I'm doing. What the hell is even happening? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Tower of Hecc guide. This video is a bit longer than the rest of the other guides, you know. Normally they're supposed to be on 15 minutes, but this is 33 minutes, I think. I'm not sure, you know. I'm really going around this place. Well, anyways, I guess it's time to end this guide once and for all, because, you know, this place is a very, this place is actually, that tower is actually a very big step up tower, man. So I know I already said that at the start, but yeah, just to warn you once more. So if you finish this, you know, you're at the end of the guide, you finished it. Well, you might not have, I don't know though, but you know, still. Anyways, sure, I guess. You know, if you actually did it and stuff, well, good job to you. I don't know why I'm just speaking stuff out of my butt, because yeah. Well, anyways, I guess it's time to end this video. So when you clear 4 towers, you advance to ring 2. So cool. Anyways, that is the end of this video, everybody. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe or whatever if you want to, you know, if you really want to. I don't really, I don't mind yet. Anyways, other than that, don't forget to kill Fanakin. Goodbye. Okay, the next guy will be Tower of Hecc. Then it will be Tower of Tower of Overcoming Hatred. So keep But I look out on that because we're going to the hard towers now. So yeah, sure. Goodbye.